a low roll, takes a high roll, takes another high roll. Oh my goodness me! Well, and he's just gonna... he's just going to end it.
tonight's gameplay actually, because I haven't seen any gameplay from other than my own clan, of course. So I'm quite interested to see how nowadays the clans are keeping up with their strategies, and if there has changed a lot actually.
Well, actually, I just realized I haven't turned on my mic, and you can only just hear me now. So that was a bit of a blip,
You-
but good that
they could only hear me.
no, can they? I don't think I've turned on your voice channel as well. So I think on the stream you're hearing nothing. But well, let me actually. I mean the slides just pretend the same thing I said. Like I said on Monday, and it still works fine. Yeah. But I mean, what we're going to be following tonight will be first, Quick versus Sparta. Just going to show this screen once again. So this is Group 2. We're following Quick versus Sparta first, and then over to Group 1 will be Serenity versus Zenith, and finally over to Group 1 as well will be Immortals versus Win. And I briefed Mike earlier that Quick versus Sparta will be a really important game for both teams, because basically that will set the tone for these two teams, whether they are going to reach to the last chance tournament or not. Because basically, if either of the team wins this matchup, they still have a chance to qualify. But it's going to be grim, because both Quick and Sparta will face Pink, which is currently at the second place, which won Endgame, and Sparta also has to face Endgame later tonight. Meanwhile, Quick will face Raid, so on paper, Quick will have a relatively forgiving schedule, but by no means it's going to be easy. So we have to find out what's going to happen. But it's still, if either of the team wins, then yeah, that is going to give them a good chance to propel them potentially to qualify. But still, it's going to be hard. But I think we will be seeing some amazing games here, right? So just going to talk about what we've missed, and I think we should be ready in a moment. I think we're just waiting for Quick to ready up, but we still have a few minutes that they could still use in order to ready up. So we'll see.
Sadly enough, my training room chat is again not working, so I have notified the teams that we should make use of the backup room chat.
Yeah, that is not a good thing.
No, but yeah, you know, Wolves Tanks Blitz nowadays, it's yeah. Well, I guess that these kind of small bugs will be fixed any soon.
I don't think so. So
these small bugs will not be fixed any soon. Is that better? Sound that better?
yeah, I don't know. Anyhow,
well, on.
I think. They are asking you to say something. I'm just going to type it in.
Oh, we go through the lineup of both teams.
Yeah, but wait, I think I sent you something. You have to make some substitutions first.
All right, thanks.
Have you? I don't think you've made it.
No. You have
oh
to.
my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, sorry.
I already thought so. Ah, there we go. Yeah, now it's clear. I was like,
Right.
Okay, if you can ask both teams if they are ready to go in the training room chat, then I guess we will be ready to rock and roll. I see some quick changes over here. They're actually swapping a Type 71 for a 60 TP. Interesting.
Okay. Right. Okay, you can start now. Thank you.
Right.
Good. We were sorting out some kind of room issues, but you can start now. I mean, you can just press the button and then we'll go in.
Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah, we are ready. Just go. They're going to play and you don't start.
Let's go.
There we go.
We see some interesting lineups here, actually.
Yes.
Can you talk through it?
Yeah, Oasis Palms we see Quick going with triple Type 71, but there's going to be a bad shot, a Sheridan, a Concept 1B, and 60 TP with Sparta going for triple Type 71, a T100 LT, an M60, an IS4, and a Concept 1B. It's quite a diverse lineup, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I gotta be honest as well. Actually, I didn't expect Sparta to be going towards the C base, but they are making a quick progress on that bad chat, which is trying to cap C.
Yeah, I don't think that's successful. Arwv already there to reset, but it's actually Arwv that takes more hits though. So in terms of hit points, it's still quite close. And Patrick is actually going to try to fend Cedric off. No, try to go actually into C. Can he do it though? I'm not sure.
Patrick taking a lot of shots here. The Concept B and the Type 71 really working out there and in the back to spot Patrick and give the support fire to the Cedric in the Type 71.
Yeah, we could see Patrick taking more and more hits, and that's not good news for them because Quick now has a hit point pool lead, and I think they could try to rotate onto Sparta's end, and we can see Striker now in the back chat looking for a sumo. Oh dear, he's in trouble. First shot in, maybe two more shots in. No, he's playing it carefully.
Ooh, this Batchat taking a hit from the T100, and he might be coming for the Batchat. That would be an interesting draw with the Meave 6-0 and the T100 against the Batchat, because the Batchat does not really have a lot of help, and he's losing his hit points. He will die here.
Ooh. Now Battleson's getting absolutely wrecked by Quick's forces, and the Batchat's still not done yet. And, I think Sparta looks a bit isolated at the moment. Nope, they're going to make a push onto Oxovi and Vavik, and there are lots of stuff happening. We'll have to see which area is being dealt with more quickly. And Asuma is the second tank down.
I see right now that Quick is lacking a little bit of focus fire. As a Type 71 Oxovi and Vavik focusing both different enemies. Quick is actually quite spread out at the moment. Sparta having a little bit more of a brawl within the same corners. And Edward goes down.
Yep, Arwv going down, that could be really important. And now Sparta with half the hit points as Quick. And it seems to be Sparta that is going to be a really tough hill to climb for them. Cedric's down, Balason is also down. It's a 5 versus 4 situation, and Ison is going to be rammed killed by Oxovi, and it's certainly going to be Quick. It's over.
It's over for Sparta. Sparta tried a really good job on going towards that A base, but towards the C base, excuse me. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I didn't really catch about the Quick's focus fire, lack of focus fire, but it's actually one of their main weaknesses, as we saw on Monday. But it doesn't seem to affect them a lot this time. I think Sparta, some good ideas on A, but in general it seems they are quite slow to react to some of the Quick's aggression, and I mean Quick's strategy seems to be working in this match, and they don't seem to be challenged by Sparta at all. And I think Sparta, maybe they are having some cold feet at the moment, but as the next few matches going to come, they need to start picking up the momentum because this is going to be a really crucial game for them.
Actually, they're taking a Kranwagen now instead of the yeah, what was it actually? What did they take before? I haven't even seen it. I guess they had a medium or a light. Or are they actually going for a double concept B now? Ooh, I see that Sparta is really struggling with the strategies. They keep on changing tanks, and I have the feeling that they're really trying to find this momentum and starting to split up the tactics before the game actually starts.
Right, so I mean, during these 2 minutes of break, hopefully they will sort out the strategy as soon as possible. And now, Quick going for quadruple type 70 was a double FV215Bs, not something I see often recently. But they're still going to use the Sheridan. That's Oasis Palms is quite an open map, so I really like to see teams going for. I like trying to get the information for their team. So I'm not sure if the full heavy setup for Sparta is going to work out, and maybe they have to use a really aggressive strategy to make this work, but we will see.
I find the lineup from Quick also very interesting actually, with the double 215B and the types and the Sheridan. It's a pretty bold move with these 215Bs having not a lot of armor, but of course have the capabilities of really firing a lot of shots and a lot of damage in a short amount of time. So when they are pushing and not getting the 215Bs focused, it should actually be working out with these 215Bs having this DPM.
Just wait for a moment. If the 2 minutes has passed, just press the button. Just yeah.
Is it okay to not wait the full 2 minutes?
Have they said anything? Well, it's better to wait for 2 minutes, but well, if not, then you can start. I think. Wait, let me just check. No. Yeah, I think you can start actually.
Alright. Let's go for it.
Right. Okay, so yeah, so we are now switching spawns this time. Quick. Red team from the north spawn with Sparta, blue team from the south spawn. We can see Punisher in the Sheridan. We will follow him for a moment because he will be the only tank to spot. But he's actually taken a really defensive bush position that is usually done by a lot of teams trying to go into desert and perhaps somehow into B, or maybe spotting maybe a pushing squad coming down this gully. But it seems we're going to be seeing a lot of action happening around A.
Ooh. Sheridan taking already the first shot. This Type 71 has a very interesting position there, preventing the enemy from capping C.
Yep, this time Quick has split a little bit more than Sparta, so far Sparta has done an okay job, but it's still the early stages of the game, and if they can keep on chipping away the hit points of Quick, that will give them a bigger hit point advantage. And we can see Quick looking together, push into it.
Yeah, Quick is going for a push. Let's see how the focus fire turns out from Sparta right now.
No, they're just going to go straight in. Sparta is a challenge. They need to get a good formation. It seems ARWV is like the first. It's a tank that is so isolated, but we'll see.
Right now, the 215B's DPM is really coming handy in play. The Type 71 Ice Hunter is actually really forward into the bra. They should finish off ARWV any soon and start focusing on the next tank. And ARWV is actually already down.
Yep, I think Sparta's trying to get Striker out of the way, and I mean Sparta is desperately trying to shield Alpha, but to no avail. And it's this entire situation has descended into this area. Can they get Striker? Nope.
They are still lead on a little. They don't have a lot of the hit point difference. Well, there's like 1,000, but they should still be manageable. Although they have it's 5v4, so actually Quick has a tank more.
Yeah. Patrick is going to deal with Punisher. I think this is going to buy them some time. Oh, great shot from Punisher into Patrick. Can Patrick land the last shell though? As we see Sparta really struggling on the other side. It seems it could be Quick's game here again.
Quick's focus fight actually turning out to be pretty good, but I feel like, yeah, their Eisen goes as well. Oh, last one to be focused on the A base, and Patrick is still dealing with Punisher, so not able to help him.
Yep,
and that's it.
Yeah, and really Punisher trying to run around this kind of mosque with Patrick
going down to pasta right now.
Yeah, really buying time for Quick. I mean, they could clear up that A side really quickly, and with Patrick killed by Punisher,
he still managed to get the shot in.
Yep, he doesn't need help at all. So it's again going to Quick, and quite surprised is that the focus fire is actually not bad for Quick. It's Sparta. Maybe it's, I'm not sure about focus fire, but the target priority might be a bit off here, because they were shooting the tank that is like at the last of the pushing squadron of Quick, and that makes it really difficult for Sparta to get that tank down as soon as possible. And I think they were also struggling a little bit with the communication in the end, like, because everything is very chaotic. They couldn't really get they couldn't really manage the rhythm of the game in the end, and now Quick is on the match point.
I think it will be a very interesting map to be played on, and I really hope that Sparta is still grabbing this last piece of motivation to actually win the battle, and we might see an interesting comeback from Sparta, but who knows? We will find out in a few minutes.
I mean, Sparta made countless of comebacks before, even if they lost their first two matches, so I do believe in them. But this is not really the Sparta we saw in the summer season, to be honest with you. And I hope they will improve in the next few matches, because this is pretty much the last match that they have to perform. Because after this match, they have to pray that both Endgame and Pink will slip up. But this is really their opportunity to grab that point, and Quick will be very happy if they could grab that point, and they could try to get another point from Raid. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And they're still changing the setups. They're still figuring out the strategies at the moment. So with Quick ready up, but Sparta still waiting. We're still waiting for Bad, and it appears both teams are ready. I'm not sure if 2 minutes have passed yet.
They have not, but I think if both teams are ready, and then we should be able to rock and roll this one out.
Hope so.
Let's get into the game, I would say.
Right. So here we go on Open Start. It's Quick versus Sparta. Again, I'm not sure why I'm repeating that, but this is a totally different map. You have the city side area, which is going to be a lot more compact, as opposed to Oasis Pubs, where it's quite open. So we are going to be seeing quite a different change in playstyle here, potentially. Oh, let's follow Punisher for now. He's in the Sheridan. He's going to spot up a lot of tanks of Sparta. Can he spot up the Object 268 Chaser, though? Nope. Nope. I think this position is supposed to spot up tanks going into C, so he's not spotting up tanks going there.
Taking a big shot from the 60 TP from Eisen. That might be crucial later on in the game, as they already started capping A, and they have the cap advantage. Sparta is right now leading in the cap advantage.
With
That's
two
crucial.
tanks. 2 tanks on C with Sparta. Oh, they got the tanks, well, the caps at the same time. So
interesting. This might be a very interesting game. They might go for a B cap, or elsewhere one of the teams has to be attacking.
Yeah, I think B cap will be really hard to get, because it's quite out in the open, and I mean, if you're a defending team, it's quite obvious that you would want to defend B anyway. So I think the focus might be on getting the rotation, so we do have to see which team is going to make that rotation, though. But I would say both of these teams will approach this game slowly. We still have a lot of time left before these teams have to make a move. Because as we are seeing right now, 5 cap points per 2 seconds of increase. So technically, we still have like more than a minute to go. So we will have to see if both of these teams are able to remove some of the hit points away from the other team.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm looking correctly here, actually see a gap in Quick's positioning, as Sparta is really easily to be able to push through the left side towards C and might be able to hold off the cap base in the last few seconds. And this might just be a crucial game if Sparta will be able to cover that out, as the total team of Quick is right now focused on the left side of the map.
Yeah, but as you saw, actually Punisher is the messenger for the team. So as soon as Sparta is going to rush C, Punisher will spot it up. So that could be really important. And Bad Assault is maybe trying to spot tanks near B and see if they could try B or not. But no, actually we could see Striker. Oh, is that a mistake? Oh, that could be costly. But it's just only one shot. It's not... They're going to do a boost, I'm not sure at this point, but... Is that going to say something for Sparta to do something? Because Quick is now stacking up tanks near the spawn. We could see a push coming there. Meanwhile, Sparta, they are really looking at B. I have to say, I think they could try. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Very interesting to see these teams moving around, but as you can see, Sparta is right now quite split up. Not bad, obviously. But yeah, we see Quick way more in one position of the map, and as we can see, the Migi Xyro and the T100 LT actually moving up towards the left side, and we have a push from Quick actually. Quick is pushing in.
Yeah, but then Adra spotting a Punisher, that could really mean Sparta would go the other way and try and get C, but we're really seeing Sparta pulling back to absorb Quick's push. And will this push work? Because Ice Hunter could be isolated himself, and Ison as well, and Sparta really needs to make a push, make a move to address this issue now.
But Ison is actually in a good position, as he cannot be pushed quite well. Ice Hunter is actually down. That means that right now, if, yeah, we have the cap advantage is in the side of Sparta.
Yeah, Sparta try and get B as well. That could be really important. They will get C, and Quick is ignoring A totally, and that could be that would be bad news, because now Sparta has 2 caps, 10 cap points per 2 seconds of increase. So 20 seconds left to go. 20 seconds left to go for Quick to do something.
Asuma and the Mi 6Yo and the T100 LT trying to brawl with this 1-to-1 B in the Sheridan. The Mi 6Yo will go down very soon, leaving Striker.
It's a bounce from Striker onto Asuma. That's not good. Another bounce. Oh my lord! Striker has a really bad game here.
And that's the end. That's
the end. 2 crucial bounces. That would have bought some time for Quick, to be honest with you. But those 2 bounces so crucial here. That is really hard for him, I think. Not really happy about this push from Quick though. It looks quite disorganized, especially when you have Ice Hunter pushing in quite on his own pretty much, and Sparta just caught on that and just focused that tank down really quickly. And as soon as Sparta got two caps, Quick even ignored the A cap at like the dying stages of the game. You know it's not going to go in favor of Quick.
You're right. Well, let's now focus on the other side of Alpenstadt, where Quick is going to be playing on the north side. I'm pretty interesting to see what they will be doing here. Actually, they are playing an AMX M4 Emily 4.5. That's quite interesting, I would say. Never seen that tank being played.
No, I don't think we saw this tank often. I'm not sure if they've buffed it recently. I didn't really take notice of that, but I don't know. It's a good tank for hold down. The frontal armor is really good, but not really the side and the back, and that's probably what Sparta will be looking for. And I think Patrick's not ready yet. I think probably he is talking to his teammates about strategy, and he's ready up, so I'm not sure if they are ready now. So pretty much Sparta now on the south side, we'll see what they're going to do with that T100LT and quick double T100LT. It's a double light tank strategy, and I think we're going to begin now.
Yeah, exactly. I was just wanting to say, let's rock and roll for maybe the last game and maybe a tiebreaker.
Yeah, and we know what's going to happen when Sparta is on the tiebreaker, because they have a really good track record when it comes to tiebreakers. I think they've won nearly all the tiebreakers they've been to lately, so that could be really important here. And let's actually follow Aardvark going to the same position as the Sheridan last game, and once again he couldn't spot anyone going to C as Quick is going into A.
We have an early cap advantage now from Quick, while Sparta is moving all of their tanks towards C, except for the T100LT, which is now getting out quite quickly. We have to see how this AMX will work out, and luckily he's already pulling back, and maybe Sparta can go for a B cap. Ooh, but Patrick takes the shot for it.
Yeah, that I'm not sure if it's a bit of a careless mistake here, but you don't want that to happen at the early stages of the game. You really need that hit points for the late game pushes and so on. And the advantage with the north side is that it is closer to both A and C caps, so you have that kind of advantage there. So we will have to see whether Quick is using that advantage to their here. They got 8 first, so they have the cap lead, so they're just waiting for Sparta to make a move. We will have to see which side Sparta is going to rotate, and it might be obvious at the moment that they're looking for rotation back to their spawn, but they might be waiting out a little bit. There's still a lot of time left, so they can just wait and see.
Quick should right now just prepare themselves in good positions and wait for Spartan's push or either a B cap, and I think they are doing that quite okay now. They have the right side covered with the T100LT, which can actually spot everything that's coming from the C base. The Type 71 able to cover it, AMX in the middle, the Type luring around A, and we have the 215B covering everything on the map. The Yo is now moving towards the 215B. I think this is a pretty solid lineup from Quick, and I think they should be able to hold off a push from Sparta coming from anywhere.
Not sure though. Good thing is Quick is doing a better job in removing hit points of Sparta, and Sparta only made their first shot onto Valvik, and they need to make more of these shots because at the moment Quick has the hit point pool advantage, so it's going to be really hard for them to single tanks out, and as Quick is trying to fortify their positions near Sparta spawn, you do feel for Sparta here. Sparta will have a really tough job on their heads. It's really to be seen whether Quick will implode, but I don't know.
As long as Vavik is not losing too many hit points in that position, as if he is getting pushed, he has the worst position of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at Punisher in this position to spot tanks trying to push onto their spawn, and then you have a lot of tanks. Striker also spotting tanks pushing from Sparta spawn, and basically Sparta really has to figure out how to do this, and it's going to be hard. It appears that Valvik could be the weak spot here, and if they choose to rush down the river, which is possible, then we will see. But they are going to make a push now.
Yeah, Sparta's pushing in for the T100 LT. I'm looking for what they're actually trying to search in this push, as they can't go anywhere. They will get crossfired, as you see right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, OO losing all of his hit points, and Bada's song Office and Fire is right now. They are both half hit points.
No, but we're also seeing another push coming in of Sparta onto a quick spawn, and I think the push that Sparta was making on the other side is a bait. And let's see if this bait is going to work for them, but they don't have a lot of time now. They really need to get the tanks out as soon as possible.
And as said, Vavik has one of the worst positions in the team. And what did he got? He got pushed. They should Sparta should take him out quite soon. And there he goes. But on the other hand, Quick already finished all of the
Yeah, the
Spartans
tanks
on the left side.
Yeah, so that bait didn't really work out in their favor in the end. But they still could win it through caps. But they have to make sure they don't lose a tank. But do they have time? They really need to kill a tank as well in order
He
to
already
win
got
this.
decapped, and T100 LT is losing all of his hit points. I think that if Quick is turning up the focus fire, this one should really go to Quick.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a really difficult one for Sparta. Quick defended really well, some really good positions, and I think the light tanks are also quite important to get the message for them. And not sure about that push. I think they should not have pushed all the way in from that side. I think it's a good call to kind of push on the east side. And that west side, I think they should go first as well, but they should stop as soon as they know they're going to get crossfired. Probably just pull back a little bit and then let the other side just do the job and just push it, get those 2 isolated tanks out of the way. And those 3 tanks on the other side just have to go back and soak up all the damage and also all the rotation that Quick's going to make. And I think that in that case, Sparta might stand a chance, but until then, Quick has some really good defensive positions, and this game goes to Quick.
Yeah, this one was for Quick. They just had. I feel like they had the overhand in the first 2 matches. Sparta really got their team back up in the 3rd match, and they actually made it. And yeah, I feel like just Quick had too much of an advantage, and with that, yeah. Sparta was not able to handle it.
Right, okay, we are seeing some results coming in. So Endgame won against Raid 3-0, so that's a resounding victory for Endgame. And we are seeing win 3-0 against ZNTH, also a resounding victory for Win. And then we will be seeing Veil. Oh, this is an upset here. Ooh, they
That's
won.
going to be a very interesting one.
3-1 against APA. Oh, this is the group 1. The fight is on. And Veil won their 2nd game of the group. I mean, this is going to be a bloodbath for sure. And Immortals, wow.
They won from Sanity by 3-1. That's actually a very 3-1. That's actually a very
good win. Yeah, and it's also their first win in their group after losing to tiebreakers twice on Monday. Oh wow, that is really unexpected here. At the moment, Pink versus Jokes, or in Outsiders team, still playing against Jokes, and I don't think the results are up yet. And right, so I'm just going to show the new table now. Okay, the new table it's as follows. So all of the teams in Group 1 have won at least 1 set. And it now appears that Serenity is leading the leaderboard despite losing against Immortals. Win also announced in the 2nd place now. Veil in 3rd, APA in 4th, ZNTH in 5th, and Immortals in 6th. So you have Serenity, Win, and Veil tied with 2 set wins. APA, ZNTH, and Immortals tied with only 1 set win. On the other hand, Group 2 looks a little bit more obvious with Jokes and Pink. We'll have to refresh this leaderboard. Now, Endgame has 2 set wins, and they're in 2nd. And Jokes now in 3rd, Quick in 4th, Raid in 5th, and Sparta 6th. And I think the next match, Raid versus Quick, is going to matter a lot for them. Right, what do you think about the matches?
What I think about the match, actually I find them very interesting. It was really cool to watch. Quick doing a good job there. I guess their focus fire was more on point this time than last time around. and that you saw that really made the difference. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean their focus fire improved, but I think also another thing is their strategies are going in their favor. It's unlike the games against Jokes where the strategies sometimes don't go in favor of them, and I think we saw that briefly when they lose to Sparta in their third match, where they were forced to make a rotation, and you can see their rotation didn't really quite work out in the end, and Sparta really picked up the isolated tanks, and I think Sparta it appears that they will have to practice a lot to trying to rotate in a cap point disadvantage, and it seems like they're struggling to kind of to get back the advantage. And some of the teams we see here, and I streamed previously, they know how to get the cap lead back, and they know how to break teams down. And I think this is something Spartan needs to train on in the future. And I think they still have to work really hard in order to get back to the form they had in the summer season, because that was a really high bar they set to themselves. And autumn season would not be easy again for them. Absolutely. And let's hope. Right, okay, so right. Okay, we also have the results. Oh wow, Jokes won against Pink 3-1. Wow, Jokes is now looking to secure the top 2 finish here, as they now lead with 3 set wins now in the first place, and we didn't really expect that to happen, to be honest with you. And now now it's really like, I don't know what to expect now. It's going to get really interesting in the last 2 rounds. I'm just going to have a sip here. So for now, no team has won all 4 sets. No 4 teams have, okay, except Jokes. No teams except Jokes have won all 3 sets. So Jokes really dominating the entire tournament so far. But they will be facing some challenges. They will face Endgame next and also Raid next. And I mean, that's a really good start for them tonight, as they won against Pink. But that's not over yet, and I mean, even Sparta still has a chance to come back up. And if they can win against Pink, that would be really helpful for them. But we will see. Our next match would be Serenity versus Zenith. And if Serenity won against Zenith, then we can safely say they're through. They're through to the next round. We don't know if it's going to be stage 2 or stage 3. Right. So, as you all missed everything that I was trying to brief at the start of the stream, let me just kind of go back to the start of this slide. So, we love to see 20 people watching. Oh, thank you very much. It's going to be Quick versus Sparta that we streamed beforehand. Quick winning 3-1. Serenity against Zenith will be the one we are following now, and this is Group 1. This is the Group 1, the Group of Death, and this is the group stage format, which you all know. We only have 2 more games to go. and we might actually have to use the tiebreaker rule, and you have to kind of listen closely what the tiebreaker rules would be, and they just have to look at the criteria as you see on the stream at the moment. Now just pause if you missed that. The qualification format here, as we see, stage 1 it will be a single round robin, and then stage 2 would be a double elimination without the grand final. So in other words, you just have to win 2 rounds in order to qualify to the next stage, would be the stage 3 upper bracket. And the lower bracket, as for the lower bracket, if you lose 2 rounds, then you're out of the tournament. So in other words, the winner of upper bracket final and lower bracket final will qualify to stage 3 upper bracket first round. And this is the schedule. Tomorrow will be the stage 2 last chance tournament, and here are the 2 groups, as we will go back and forth all the time so you know what these 6 teams are. These are the maps, as you would know that they are from the 2022 summer season, or the new way to play a tournament. We don't go through them one by one again. So we finish going through Quick and SPRTA. Next will be Serenity versus ZNTH, and finally Endgame for Immortals versus Win. Sorry. And I implore you to donate to this tournament. We still have a long way to reach the prize pool goal, and it will be really helpful if you can help us in reaching that goal. And the donation links are in the description of the stream. And yeah, and that's pretty much what I have to say about this from these slides. So I'm just going to have to go back and right, so we're just going to wait a little bit. I'm just dealing with stuff behind the scenes so far. It's still a bit chaotic at the moment, so we have to wait. Hopefully everything will be resolved in time, and then we will be back up and running. And yeah, we still have like 5 minutes to go, so we still have a lot of time. The reason the chat's not up yet. I couldn't see the chat. So yeah, hopefully Mike will be back here. Hopefully you're managing the room nicely. Oh, yeah.
Already back.
Good. I can't see the room chat. I'm not sure if there's anything happening in the room chat.
Me neither. This is really getting annoying.
Huh.
Alright, let's see.
You might have to ping them on Discord server.
Yeah, I will have it a go. Let's see. Gave them a ping and we will see. But
Yeah.
as for now, it looks like the lineup is alright.
Alright, yeah.
I might have made a good gamble this time.
Don't know. Yeah, I can't access the chat for some reason. So I have no idea what they're talking at the moment, so let's pray that they are seeing this.
Okay, we have both teams being fine with the lineup, so actually this will be the final. And
are we sure that ZNTH is okay though? Are they seeing
because
this?
there are no other ZNTH players, so
Hopefully, they aren't saying anything.
it'd be alright. Otherwise, they wouldn't have picked the tanks either. I wouldn't do that either way.
No. Right.
We have still 2 minutes left till it's...
Yeah, I think they're still kind of preparing a little bit. Just kind of taking a rest from the previous matches. So, looking at ZNTH, really interesting lineup here. Triple T100 LTs, triple light tanks, and quadruple Type 71s and Serenity. Going with, double TVP. Interesting setup here. And triple Type 71 and double 60TP. It's kind of interesting to see a lot of light tanks here, but it's not uncommon in Cadell. We do see from time to time Cadell there are lots of medium and light tanks, potentially to do with the large size of the map and also the openness of the map as well. And you also have to rotate a lot, and those light tanks are really useful in spotting up tanks. So that's why you might see a lot of light tanks potentially. And medium tanks, as we saw on Serenity side.
Yeah, right now being played on the canal map is not actually what you're saying. It's not bad that they choosing 3 lights. They might actually go for A and D, but we all have to see how this will work out. On the other hand, we have a double 60 TP, a triple type, and we have a double TVP. Alright, also a very interesting lineups with the 60 TPs on canal. Haven't seen these 60 TPs on the canal before, actually, to be honest.
You can start now, I think it's 45 past.
Let's rock and roll for the first game between ZNTH and CEST.
Yep.
Sanity, I'm sorry. CEST.
Serenity and ZNTH, and I have to remember to change the sign above the scoreboard. And with the click of the button, it changes. Nicely. So let's head back up to the top of this map, and we're seeing ZNTH going to get C first.
We see that ZNTH actually trying to they're managing to decap B, while the T100 LTs are moving towards A, which means that they will be in the favor of the cap point. ZNTH already pushing in through over the bridge.
Yeah, look at the triple T100 LTs. That was an interesting move. Yeah,
he lost a lot of hit points.
That's a strategy I saw with Raid like years before, and it still works to this day. That Serenity, are they well equipped to this? It seems they have more hit points, so they're doing fine, but we'll see if ZNTH does triple T100 LTs.
Yeah,
that could be a nuisance.
The DPM of these triple T100 LTs is now really coming in for a play. They can farm now from the other side of the map, and we will see how this works out.
Yeah.
Well, Death Note is right now being focused by the type, so we will go down. Yeah, there he goes. So that's one T100 LT less.
Down. Yeah. And Flytix is now out. Still 4 versus 4 is actually quite close, but ZNTH does not have the hit point pool lead, and they are looking to get Yeetabix out of the way as well. Oh, it's a bounce from Adrian.
Right now, Yeetabix really getting focused by the Sanity, and I don't see. Yeah, the T100 LTs running away, but I don't see. The T100 LTs can still manage this.
Spitfire knows that the T100 LTs are coming from the other side, and he turns his tank to face those T100 LTs, and they have to run away because they can't fight against the frontal armor of these bullish heavy tanks. And oh my goodness me, they are really losing quite a lot of hit points now. Serenity unfazed by the ZNTH's initial strat, and they coped with it really well. Look at how that Silver tramples that Type 71 of Harry and just got obliterated to pieces. And yeah, the T100 LTs are only cornered in the southwestern corner. They don't really have much to do now. They were just hoping that Serenity would just branch out and isolate themselves, and that is not... Well, that is possibly what they're doing at the moment, but Spitfire is still really healthy, but... yeah, do you think they can get Spitfires in this situation?
I really doubt so. There's only a 700 hit points left, which right now is down to 300. They can do a lot of damage, but no, don't think they will be able to manage. Sadly.
Yeah, Adrian is coming from behind as well, but look at how many shots that ZNTH bounces onto that Spitfire. The frontal armor Type 71 really unleashes its full potential, and ZNTH. Oh, that was brutal for ZNTH. Yeah, it was like they had a really good idea there. It was a strategy that was used by a couple of teams, but Serenity knows what's going on. They reacted to that really well, and they completely shut down those T100 LTs. And I really like how ZNTH tries to shut down the TVP so that they could gain a mobility advantage, but Serenity just in better positions, and they know what to do to shut down those T100 LTs. And in fact, ZNTH couldn't do much in the end. Right, and with a really bright start for Serenity, not quite bright start for ZNTH, but they have like the adrenaline to last for this matchup. We're going to the second match on Canal. We're seeing Serenity now switching the lineups a little bit, and ZNTH, are they going for 7 Type 71s, or are they going for 6 of them and 1 Sheridan? Or are they going for 4 Sheridans? We don't know. We'll see. We have to wait.
Seeing a double light, 1 Type 71, triple 60 DP, and a T75 heavy. Really wondering what side of the map they are gonna concur with this strategy. On the other hand, we see Zenith switching back these light tanks.
Yeah, Zenith, are they going to go for that same strategy as last time? But Serenity knows what's going on. They could just do the exact counter, and we saw them doing that exactly last time. So I think it would not be wise for Zenith to do the same thing as last time because it didn't work for them. It's not like it's not like it's not working in other matches. Like if those teams are not careful enough, then this strategy would work. But Serenity is a really strong team. You have to remember this. So they will have to kind of change something up to surprise Serenity. It's good to kind of surprise these kind of big teams because these big teams, these top teams, they have loads of experience and they know how to do teamwork really nicely. And sometimes surprises can throw them away a little bit. And I really like to see Zenith what they have in offer in this game, and we will find out now.
Let's get into this game. We see the T100 LTs coming back in the lineup of Zenith. They chosen this time around to loosen one, but we see that Zenith actually gonna focus on the D cap while they're not even going to cap B. This should be really interesting.
The T100 LT is going for a different position this time, and they're trying to spot tanks of Serenity going into C potentially, but they couldn't spot anything. Alpha is in C. They will get C first. They will get the cap lead, and Zenith. Oh, those three tanks are spotted.
These 60 DPs are gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's.
Ouch.
I've never seen such good TDs.
I mean 60 TPs, but they dropped this consumable, which is going to increase the accuracy. So that is really hurtful. Wow, that is actually reminiscent of my strategy like a few years ago. Like we have lots of TDs positioned near that area to kind of send a light tank to spot those tanks trying to cross over to D. And what we did is just obliterate whoever is crossing that area there. And really good idea.
Zenith pushing in, but they didn't know that the 60 TPs were there.
Yeah.
Ooh, this might be crucial. Oh, 60 TP getting a shot off in the T100 LT.
Yeah.
And now we see the 60 TPs holding off these double type. And
right.
Yeah.
The question is, have this game is rigged and TK Barrera overpushed because these two tanks are now really isolated. They have tanks behind. But it appears that Serenity can just push in with impunity, potentially. And yeah, both teams are actually quite spread out, but you would probably think that Serenity might be able to regroup better. And yeah, look at
now pushing into this Type 71 Adriano.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Adrian Nito is now pushing back, and I think that could signal the other tanks on Serenity's side, the south side to push in, but they're just playing it a little bit slowly. And look at how even the hit points of Zenith are, and they have to be mindful of that because that could come back to haunt them if they don't take out the tanks.
Meanwhile, the double 60 TP and the Sheridan are pushing these double types, which are currently at non-hit points. They will go down very soon. There goes the first one.
Yeah, and the second one will go down soon. But Adrian is also going to go down as well. Zenith is going to get A. They will get 3 caps now, so the pressure is on Serenity now. They need to get the caps back and the tanks off as well. Peter is now very low in the Type 71 near D, and he's quite isolated. And Flight is going to go into D, and they're trying to get the cap lead back. But I mean, they have the cap lead, but they're trying to get the caps back. Oh, but we can see Zenith, those T100 LTs looking for the silver. He's in trouble.
There we go. That's 1 tank less for Zenith. This makes us a 6 versus 4.
Yes, 5 versus 4 now.
5 versus 4.
Yeah, lots of action happening now. Those Type 71s are trying to get them out of the way. Can they do it though? We'll have to see. Harry's now quite low. Utapic's quite low. Harry's now taking out. It's taking a really long time for them to get to them. And Etabix now dead. Double team on the LTs, can't do much. And Serenity lives on for another day.
This will mean that we go to the third match, which can mean that Zenith can pull in a comeback, but it can also mean that Serenity takes this victory with a 3-0.
Wow, well done to Serenity. Zenith! Not quite sure what they're trying to achieve this time. It seems that Serenity has outsmarted them. They seem to have played... well, Zenith seems to have played into Serenity's hands, and you can see those triple 60 TPs dropping that accuracy consumable, and then Peter got absolutely mullered, and I feel sorry for him. He can't do much about that, but I think the main problem is those double type 17 was just pushed so far ahead that they isolated themselves, and that gave Serenity some breathing space. You could just kind of slowly push in onto that south side, and it appears that they can regroup better than Zenith. I believe that was a bad call for me. It didn't really help them anyway. They didn't really have tanks to support them there. I mean, it's also quite hard to get cover in that area too, so not sure what they were thinking there. Serenity, they once again, the composure is what won them the game here. So well done to Serenity.
Now we are going on towards Castilia, and I don't know what we see here from Serenity, but we see a triple Foch actually.
Serenity is really memeing here now. But Foch is not something we see often at Campsteer. We always claim that to be. I think Serenity is not going to make this campy at all. They're going to make it fast and furious, and I think this is the first time we see Kaufpanzer 50T being used here. I think this was released during my hiatus. I think that's how you pronounce that word. Don't know the specs of that tank, so I don't know what to expect from that. So
it's a very good medium tank.
Mm-hmm.
It has a pretty decent armor and an incredible gun. Yeah.
We will see how it's going to be used in this match, and I don't think a lot of people have this tank yet, so we will... And I'm not sure if they're going to release that again sometime in the future. And Zenith just probably going to make use of this 2-minute break to talk through the strategy and maybe do some pep talk, because they are now on the match. They're under a match point. Serenity, if they win the next one, they are going to win this fixture and put themselves in a really good position to finish in the top 4. And Zenith, meanwhile, it's not over yet for them. The group one leaderboard is quite close, so we don't know what's going to happen at the very last game. So hopefully Zenith, let's see, every single win counts, you know. The tiebreaker rule really states that the second point about the number of matches won. So if they can win some matches against Serenity, that's going to put them in a good position in the tiebreaker rule. So we'll see now. Both teams are now ready. We're going to Castilla.
Let's rock and roll.
So Castilla has recently received an upgrade to the graphics, so this is the first time I'm going to stream this map with the highest graphic possible, and it looks pretty nice. And Zenith at the moment is sending tanks to C and sending tanks potentially to B, and meanwhile Foch up there. Oh, they spotted Utapix.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that Utapix literally yeeted away.
Poor him, but that's going to be an incredible position to take, because that's going to trap Adrian, and that's going to spot also the tanks trying to go into C. So the Utapix position is not the worst here, but it's going to be hard to take cover of, because look at the Silver's position as well. Well, maybe he's out of position now, but initially he has shots onto Utapix, so we will see what Serenity's going to do. Great start to Serenity though. Adrian there. Misses that shot onto Peter. Receives a bounce though. Oh, Peter takes a hit. The fortress still working their way. Oh, they're going to rotate. They're going to relocate. What's Xena going to do? Do they know this? Are they going to go push and going to push onto Adrian? Do they know this? Or are they going to hesitate?
Not spotted.
The fortress? Don't
Yeah,
know.
the Fixtures are not spotted.
Not spotted yet.
Now
Yeah.
they're spotted.
Now they're spotted. Now they know they're not going to be camping from behind.
Ooh, Spitfire bouncing a shot on the TK.
Right. But then if they're not going to push onto C, that's such a good opportunity though. The fortress are not in the line of fire. Are they going to wait? Interesting, because now Serenity is an opportunity to close down Zenith, and that could be too late for them if Zenith don't push. Maybe it will be too late because now Spitfires maybe in the way to shut down TK Morera. Is Zenith getting a little bit of a nerve here because they feel a bit lost at the moment, and Serenity seems to have the full control of this battle.
Peter Big's on a really amount of low hit points. He's a one shot actually for most tanks in this game. If ZNTH manages to take him out, that would mean that they have full control of the right side.
Yeah. The thing is, Serenity, both teams don't have cap advantage. So just bear it in mind.
TP. Why you say that? 60 TP moving in towards B. Ha!
Ooh, yep, they are. He is, or they are going to move into 60 TP.
Zenith not able to do anything against it.
Or is it? This game is rigged. It's trying to pull back, but nope, it's too late. The reverse speed is not quick enough. He's going to put a shot in, yes, but that will give Serenity the cap lead that they desperately need. Oh, the shot, there's the force again. Look at Spitfires. He's going to land that next shell potentially. Yes, onto Harry. Zenith getting absolutely crossfired from everywhere. It's going to be really hard for them now.
Not looking good. Harry also now a one shot together with Yeetabix. Maybe not a good option to move up that far.
And yeah, those two tanks are now one shots. They're not going to last for long. Adrian is now down to one shot. Could be removed.
We see the Fixtures pushing in and the Batchet pushing in the double Type 71 on the Castilla actually.
Yeah.
Bold move, but it draws the attention away from the types, and now the Fixtures can really deal some damage.
Yeah. Oh, bounce onto TK, and it's now on the drop reload. And there we go.
That means Spitfire actually going down.
Yeah. That's interesting, but that's not going to stop them from killing Peter because there's still 2 versus 1 here. Serenity now pushing on the other side on C to get Yeetabix out, and now Peter is finally dead, leaving 2 tanks alive for Zenith.
Ooh, KPC taking 1000 hit points. I don't know from who that was, but
yeah. Oops, a bounce from Death Note onto them. But Dem's going to put a great shot onto Death Note, and Flytex. Nope. Unable to put a shot, or is it Original that's unable to do that? I don't know. Here we go. The Silver needs to land that last shell. He does, and there we go. Serenity 3-0 against Zenith. Wow.
Performance from Sanity here.
Right, yeah, Serenity really gives us some unorthodox lineup, and those Fixtures really worked. And yeah, those autoloader tanks, like they can unleash loads of damage from behind. And Zenith, that was a really good opportunity for them to push actually when those Fixtures are out of position. And if they actually made this push, I wonder how this game would have panned out differently.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, because
Either
they have like 6 tanks over there, so that's like.
Yeah,
they can do that. Yeah.
I felt like that Zenith was really making it hard for themselves. Harry pushing up on Castilla, it was totally unneeded. We had it on Canal. We had it on both sides of Canal, where they just isolate their own tanks. and Serenity, of course, making good usement of it.
Yeah, I mean, but then you have to bear in mind that Eaterbig's position is actually a common position taken by a lot of teams to kind of get the information. It just happens to be that those watchers are in the right place at the right time to shut that down, and you can't really do that.
Harry was more back at the start of the game, and he moved up.
Yeah, that's
didn't really see the reason why he would be moving up if he saw Eaterbig's getting yeeted away.
Yeah, that's true.
During his.
Right, and that means Serenity 3-0. Do we have results already? Oh, we do have some results. Yes, as we can see, APA won 3-1 against Win. And then we have Pink 3-0 against SPRTA. So that does mean that SPRTA is going to bow out of this tournament with 0 set wins unless they won against Endgame. I hope they were going to do something from that. I wish all the best for them. But yeah, at the moment we have 3 games finished for now.
Overall, interesting games for so far. Some unexpected wins for teams.
Yep.
And some unexpected moves as well, as just talked about. And I'm looking forward to the last game of tonight, which will be at 10:30, and
9:30 in CEST.
Of course.
Maybe 10:30 for the people living in
where?
In Finland and somewhere else in the Eastern Europe. But we're going to communicate with Central European summertime for now. So it's going to be the next matches will be in around 21 minutes from now, or 23 minutes from now. I keep looking at the clock on my laptop, which is a few minutes early. So. Right, so our games have finished really quickly because Serenity really used some unorthodox lineup and just kind of blew Zenith away.
Yeah, this means there's a lot of time left for us to talk about some very interesting stuff, I guess.
Right, so actually let's look at the leaderboard now. So with Win and APA, with APA winning and Serenity winning, they both occupy the top 2 positions, but we will see if Veil wins against Immortals. If they do, Veil would leapfrog over APA to the 2nd place, while APA would occupy the 3rd place, and meanwhile Zenith is in the 5th place. We will see whether Immortals are in the 6th place as well, if they lose to Veil. And the final game, the final round is going to be so important because Serenity has to win against Veil in order to secure a top 2 finish, and APA has to win against Zenith as well to secure a top 2 finish as well. And this brings us to Immortals vs. Win, which we're going to be streaming next. And this game is going to determine whether Win will finish in the top 4 or Immortals is going to finish in the top 4. Because as we see on the leaderboard, Win has 2 set wins and Immortals have 1. So if Immortals win, they will be ahead of Win, potentially, through the number of set wins, through the head-to-head fixtures tiebreaker. So that's going to be a little bit confusing. But as we know the results of Immortals versus Veil, then we will know better what situation we are in. Meanwhile, in Group 2, we have Pink in 2nd place. They have 3 set wins, and we have yet to see other results just yet. Yeah, interesting. I can't wait to stream the very last game of tonight.
It's gonna be a very exciting game, to be honest. Win and Immor actually. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know on which level Win is playing right now, but in the time I played a few years ago, they were actually making a very good opmars towards a very decent level, even top 8. Do you think they're still on this level?
I mean, they started this year relatively slow, but as we saw with the matches they played on Monday, they've shown us some really good games, and I think they could make it to the top 8. But with now the increasing competition we are seeing in EU server esports, they will have to fight hard in order to get back to that level. But I do have faith in them because they've shown us some really exciting stuff and really really exciting stuff and really good teamwork as well. So they're still improving match by match, and we see if they can win against Immortals. That will be the most important game for them tonight. That's going to decide. I mean, everything is going to decide in the very last round. Wow, I just can't wait to see how it's going to pan out. It's going to be a massacre. Alpha saying on the chat, Forge better. Yes, Forge is making a comeback maybe, but that was some really fantastic games from Serenity. But I suppose that's going to work for that particular game, to be honest with you. Because if it was like other teams, then it could have been a little bit different. And that worked brilliantly. That worked perfectly for them. But I can't see that would be the same for other games, though. You have to be careful. Like the Forge, they have some okay frontal armor, but their side armor and their rear armor is very juicy, and they don't have a turret as well, so you have to take into account of that. But still, the Forge, if they can work in tandem, can work nicely, then they can unleash lots of impact. Right, okay. So I have to actually go to the toilet for now, as as there's the chime. I'll be back very soon, and meanwhile, while I go and have a break, just going to show you the trailer made by the wonderful N9O, and hope you can enjoy his work once again. Amazing trailer here.
Takes a low roll, takes an eye roll, takes another eye roll. Oh my goodness me! Well, and he's just going to end it.
Alright, I'm back. So let's see if we have more results coming in now. Oh, we do. And we have some tiebreakers as well. So that's really exciting. And so let's actually, let me update. Immortals win 3-1 against Veil. Oh my lord, this is going to be... Oh my lord, this is going to be an almighty grand finale we are seeing here. Meanwhile, we have Raid barely winning against Quick. Quick really improved tonight, so that's something we really like to see. But that's also such an important game for Quick as well, and Raid as well. And with Raid winning against Quick, oh boy, I think Quick is not going to make it to the top 4, sadly. And we only have to see Endgame versus Jokes. And if Jokes wins against Endgame, then Jokes, I think they could qualify as the first placing team. And meanwhile, Endgame may even have to play in the last chance tournament. And that is not something that we predicted at the very start of the tournament, to be honest with you. Endgame is surely a contender. And there we go. Endgame 3-1 against Jokes. That would mean it's going to be interesting in the top 3. Because now the top 3 is tied with 3 set wins. And according to the tiebreaker rule, all these 3 teams have won 10 matches. But Endgame lost fewer matches, so they are ahead in this tiebreaker. Jerks are now condemned to the 3rd place, and we can only say if Jerks lost to Endgame, then it's going to be quite obvious about Endgame and Pink's position. But if all Endgame Pink Jerks won, that's going to matter a lot, and it's also going to matter a lot how many matches they're going to lose. Because if Endgame loses like 2 matches and Pink loses none, Pink will actually leapfrog Endgame into the 1st place, and Jokes, they have to pray they don't lose any single match against Raid in order to get into top 2, otherwise it's going to be all over for them. And Raid will be quite safe, will be very happy about the win against Quick. No matter the results of Raid against Jokes, they are still going to qualify as the 4th, as a wild card, well, as the last chance tournament participant. So no matter what's going to happen, because Raid won against Quick in the previous round, Raid is going to qualify in the top 4 no matter what's going to happen. SPRTA's not going to catch up anyhow. They can't win. They can't get 2 round wins now. So no matter what, Raid is safe. But will they? But can Raid even get to top 2? If Pink fluffs this, there is a possibility, yes. There is a possibility that Raid could get 2nd place, so. All remains to be seen, like all of these groups tonight. The last round's going to matter the most. The last round's going to decide. It's going to decide everything. And we also have Group 1. Let's see about Group 1. Group 1, so this is what we're seeing now. Serenity, 3 set wins. At the moment, leading the leaderboard, and we can't safely say they are through yet, because even win in the 5th place is still like 1 set win away. This tiebreaker rule is actually getting like very confusing. But APA tied with Immortals Veil and Win, and they've won at least 2 games out of this, so they are now in the 2nd place. Immortals Veil and Win, unfortunately, they are decided through the 3rd tiebreaker rule, which is the number of wins, and Immortals scored more of these, and obviously 4 of them came from the tiebreaker they had in the first 2 rounds. As we saw, they barely lost to AVA and Zenith, and we have to see the final one against Win. Will they succumb to another tiebreaker heartbreak, or will they prevail and actually win? So many possibilities are happening right now. And I can't stress more than enough how important the last round is going to be. And oh my god. I can't stress how important the last round is going to be. And I really hope all the best for these teams. We are in for some really wild ride tonight. Immortal wins, and okay, so I'll be following Immortals versus Win. Not sure X's stream is still there. He has some issues with his computer early on, but he is supposed to stream Zenith versus ABA, so that's going to be another important match for them. Serenity versus Veil, that will be streamed by N90. That's going to be another important match for these 2 teams. And finally, we have Endgame versus SPRTA, followed by Robert. Quake versus Pink will be streamed by Manu, and Raid versus Jukes, no one's streaming them tonight, unfortunately. Rip has some emergencies, so unfortunately he can't join us tonight. But let's hope he will be back tomorrow. Well, we have to hope. Anyhow.
Are you excited for the last games for tonight?
Yeah, I pretty much detailed how close, like the leaderboards on both teams, how close, how important that last round is going to be. As you can see, it's updated on the website, so you can check out how close the rankings are. The last round is going to decide everything now. Alright, so Vineyards. So we have to wait until both teams show up, and I'm not going to go to the room just yet for my stream. So just going to keep hovering over to this screen. Immortals versus Win. We saw Win playing really well against Veil, but we haven't followed Immortals tonight so far, and also the previous night. So it's going to be an uncharted territory for me, but we're in for some amazing games. Immortals finally getting some set wins despite the 2 tiebreaker heartbreaks. And can Immortals go all the way and snatch the 2nd place even? Or even the 1st place? It's not like out of the blue. Because I mean, if you look at the number of points or the number of match wins, they're actually tied with Serenity, so there's still a chance that Immortals can leapfrog over Serenity, especially Immortals won against Serenity. Right, what do you think? Or are you actually busy? No, you're not busy. no one's there yet. So, what do you expect for the last round of Stage 1 and the last round tonight?
If I gotta be honest, I haven't really had time to follow any of the first games which were played before this. I know that looking regarding the table of points, that Immor is actually quite low. In which places win actually currently?
Fifth. So the leaderboard you're seeing on the stream is right. So Immortals is currently in third place, and and APA, Immortals, Veil, and Win are tied with 2 set wins at the moment.
So, yeah, this might actually be this is a very important game, as you just have mentioned as well. I'm really looking forward to see this one, how this one will play out. I personally think that it really depends, like the both teams are very equal to each other. So I would say that really depends on who has a good night and which come up with the most outstanding strategies for tonight. I don't really have a favor in any of the two teams. Both teams really showing off this tournament that they are prepared for a new challenge. But yeah, it really depends on what we will see tonight. I'm not I'm not gonna make any expectations because I might just be so wrong.
Yeah, so I think there are players in now, so you have to put them in. So while you do that, can any of the teams in, like, I think everyone can still be out at this moment in time. Not even Serenity is safe. Like, yeah, not even Serenity is safe, I would say. Well, actually, maybe they are safe because there are only 3 more set wins to give. So I mean, yeah, you can have APA, Immortals, and Veil winning. And Serenity is actually in the top 4, but we don't know where exactly they're going to finish. So top 2, or they're going to the last chance tournament. But for APA, Immortals, Veil, and Win, this is going to be a massacre. They don't want to lose this last round at all. So yeah. I can't see the chat. Oh, I can see the chat here.
Oh, what is being said? That's very important.
Oh. Can you see the chat?
No, I really cannot see it again. So.
Oh.
Can you give me a little explanation of what's going on?
I think that there needs to be some substitutions. I'm not sure if they said it on the Discord already. So apparently, they've made this substitution. And yeah. So I sent you the substitutions that they wanted to make.
Thank you very much.
And there are some players from Win. I'm not sure what they are trying to tell. I'm trying to relay all the substitutions they wanted to make to the other. They're like, so the 2 Win players have left. So I suppose it's going to be the only player. Oh no. What is going to happen? Oh.
What's happening? They just
Okay, they just did it themselves.
North, yeah, I guess Killer from North has to play as well. He's the team leader. If I say that correctly, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, there's double 183.
What?
they might be swapped. Huh? It's so confusing that
Wait. You have one Immortals player on the Win team. Oh my gosh.
That's how it works out. Oh my god.
Oh no! Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hunter is not in Win's team. Just is it? No. No, Hunter is on the Win's team. Gosh, switch that back.
Wait, I'm really getting confused right now.
No, you have Hunter in Win's team. It's not. He's not supposed to be there.
Ah, that's it. All right. I'm sorry, I got so confused. I didn't see him in that team. I might have misclicked on one of the Win players.
You definitely did.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I kind of fucked this up, but it's alright. Let's see it as a joke.
Right.
I'm just getting old.
Yes. Right. Hopefully that's all sorted. Do they have any more substitutions?
Doesn't look like it.
No, they're still the room chat. So Bao1 said something about the room chat. You have to make that substitution still.
Ooh, Balvan in.
Right, look at the backup room chat. There is something in backup room chat. Look at that.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Oh my gosh. What's happening?
Relax. They wanted this guy out.
Gosh. And that's a bit confusing. Oh dear. Apparently there is one waiting in the room. I think that's the one you need to put it to Team A. I'm just going to ask whether it's the one they're going for.
Down and now they're coming back. I'm getting really confused with this, to be honest. I hope I did it right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm just quickly asking him if I did it all right now.
Yes. Okay, yeah, both teams are ready. You can start now. Right, I think that's the right lineup. You can start the game.
Okay, we haven't heard any of this. Please cut this out of the stream. Oh wait, not possible.
It's not possible, my goodness. Well, they can see the names anyway, so it's not like we reviewed any of their tags, so... Right, so... Bar from any of the hiccups we have with the lineup, so we're now into Vineyards, as we see Immortals red team from the south spawn and Win blue team from the north spawn wall. We could see a lot of action happening around the northwestern corner as we see the light tanks and the medium tanks bustling, I would say.
Ooh, losing a lot of hit points. Ooh. What is gonna be a bleed like hell?
Yeah, no.
That's the first tank down already.
Yeah, Immortal's completely ready for that, and Turtle can only run away, and I think Mate from North might be in trouble as well. But he's using the frontal armor to bounce.
WC's now pushing the double TVP on B.
Yeah, this is some really quick momentum from both teams, some really quick rhythm. But we see Immortals keep on pushing in, and they're losing quite some hit points for that move.
Yeah, the hit points are quite even now, with Immort just having a few extra, but it went 2 down on players.
Yeah.
But now they're really getting rid of the Immortal players as well. But
true. Hunter is now dead, and now Immortals, 3 tanks onto 2 near A. Numbers are not in favor of Win, however, but there is Micro that is kind of out of the map, but he's a medium tank, he can come back really quickly. And Win is trying to get the Black Star out, and I'm not sure if that's going to be happening, because Rambo is now 1 shot, and he's out of the battle as well.
the only Type 71 player on A will be going down very soonly, and I feel like this one is going for NY. They're having a huge hit point advantage, and they managed to really get rid of all of the tanks with these 5 mediums, or 2 mediums and a triple lights.
Yeah,
Amazing play here.
in the middle of battle we were seeing in this match, Immortals came up on top, and that's thanks to Immortals shutting down those light tanks at the T100LT Turtle and Killer in the northwestern side very quickly, and I think that kind of set the tone for Immortals to kind of keep on pushing in. Win made a panic move for me. It was really close at the end, but yeah, but Win just kind of got shut down at the start, and those 2 tanks that were shut down so early in the game, they didn't do much. Like, they only put out less than 1,000 hit points, 1,000 damage together. Meanwhile, Immortals, the damage spread is a lot more equal, and they got the first match here. Yes, I think someone asked they are still having the lounge view. That's because there was some chaos happening in the background, and that was solved in the end. And hopefully, Mike is going to concentrate on the substitutions now.
I'm really getting my head onwards, but I can see the in-game chat now as well, so.
Okay, you focus on getting the right players here, and meanwhile, it's just going to say Immortals versus Win, great win for Immortals, and we are going to be back on Vineyards very soon. And yeah, just let you focus on that and sort out. Well, I'll talk about Win this time. Might be going for something different. And hopefully Immortals have the right lineup this time, have the right setup. Hopefully we won't have to spend too much time in sorting out the chaos. Win is ready, so we know that Win is okay. Win is a-okay. Immortals seems to be happy with this lineup as well, and we are just waiting for the Black Star to ready up as well. And it seems that both teams are ready. Not sure if they're going to spend a little bit more time. Not sure if that's the final lineup for Immortals. Hopefully that will be, and we will go back in.
Let's get ready.
So it appears it's going to be the right lineup. This time we are seeing a double T95 E6, the first time we are seeing in Blitz Premier Cup, to be honest. So going to be interesting to see what these 2 tanks going to do. Right, so we're seeing Win, blue team from the south spawn, and Immortals, red team from the north spawn. But will Immortals fall into the same trap as Win last game? But this time, it's not. They're going to go straight into the northwestern corner. But Perto going to get the spots
under the bridge.
Oh, yep, I caught that. But they're getting shut down. The Win knows there is something going on. And unfortunately, those TVPs fell into the same trap as Win last match, and they lost so many hit points for doing that. And really, Win, I think they're trying to make this a win for them, because they're trying to get those isolated tanks out of the way, sticking it down to 1 shot. Agile Hippo gets this tank away. Chiapo has to be really careful, because I think most of the shots are going to Chiapo next. Oh, look at that! So many shots.
Absolutely obliterated.
Oh, that was not a good move from Chiapo. Should not have gone in like that. And already with 2 more tanks on the battlefield, this is going the other way round. Are you shocked at what is happening? What is unfolding right now?
Yeah, I'm actually quite shocked. Win actually managing to pull this off, and
yep.
The hit points, they have a 5,000 hit point lead, having the caps to shoot. Win is gonna make a move for any soon.
Yep, and actually when slowed down a bit, Immortals were left to breathe a little bit. We're just actually waiting for Tilly and Turtle to rotate to C and also Rambo to C here. As Blacks are trying to scramble away from this Quagmire, but on the other hand, we have Tompi down to Baowan and Kitsune. It's actually...
Now Win can push up towards Maid from north, and they might actually be able to finish him off as well if the Balvan hits his HE shells in the ass of the type.
Yeah, Black Star is down, Micro is down.
Type 1 and Black Star going down as well.
Right, and Mate from North's going to go down as well. 2 Kitsune, it's now 2 versus 4. Win is not sure of winning this yet. There is still a chance. Immortals can snatch this away if Win is not careful enough, but it's going to be unlikely. Baowan is now capturing A at the moment. He's going to put a shot here. Oh, it's a bounce, I think.
How did he bounce that?
I don't know. Baowan dropped the reactive armor. I'm not sure if it's going to help at all. I don't think so. He's going to go down to Ramble and Kitsune. Turtle 1 versus 1 against Kitsune. Certainly Turtle's game here.
Missing the first shot, and now he will be pulled down any soon. Missing another shot. That's
right.
Unfortunate.
Wow.
RNG really came into play in this game.
That was another fascinating match to watch. Immortals, the same problem as with last match on the North spawn. Those 2 medium tanks got absolutely annihilated there. And it appears that Immortals panic even more than Win last match, and you can see Immortals really... There isn't a moment that Immortals appear likely to win. Last match, Win, there is still a chance for them. It all went until the end. This time, Win pretty much sealed the game early on here. So this is a good game for Win, and I think that could potentially push them into a good position. And we'll see about the next match here. Now on Yukon, a totally different style of gameplay. As Yukon, it's a lot flatter, and you have it's a lot flatter, and the corridors are a lot more narrower. So the heavy play is going to have a lot of emphasis here, unlike Vignottes with the medium and light tank play. So let's see about this. Hopefully, we will get the right players to play.
I feel like you're making fun of me, but I'm taking it as a compliment. Let's say it that way.
Don't worry. I'm sure you're going to do that well. And there we go. We're going into Yukon.
I will cry when I fall asleep, but I will be alright.
You'll be alright, don't worry. You'll be okay.
Let's go for the third match of this game.
Yes. There we go. Yukon. Double 50Bs, double T1LTs, the rest would be Type 71s for Immortals. Once again, Win going for double 1-3s. Seems to be working for the last match, and to some extent in the first match as well. Can they make use of this setup again? We will find out now.
Immor actually going more towards the D side, while Win is more focusing on towards the B and the A side. It's now really a point of who cuts the caps first.
Yep, and it seems Rambo is going to get B.
Immor not focusing on C at all. Fully
Turtle
pushing in, but Turtle really getting isolated there.
Yeah, Reese run. Oh, bounce! Receives a bounce by Kitsune. Oh my god! How did he do that? How did he get 2 bounces?
Turtle really having
a lucky day.
A lucky day today.
Yeah, would have been down very quickly, but Rambo actually takes a couple of hits. So it's not bad news for Immortals. They at least did something to win. But I can imagine that would be bigger if they were able to penetrate their shots onto Turtle.
Win now getting C, this will really lead up towards a bigger cap pressure for Immor. Immor really having to make a move any soon, as the cap points will keep on ticking.
Yeah.
Hit points slightly in favor of Immortals, but Immortals bleeding quite a lot right now.
Yep, I mean, you can see Kitsune now trying to get Turtle off the way, and before that, we saw Rambo sneaking from behind as well. So, who will get the tanks first? Will it be Immortals or Win? Or
Rumble
even...
and Tapolini pushing into Blackstar. Ooh,
Yeah.
While the 50B is reloading, so he can't do much.
Yeah, it seems Immortals got that side first, and Win is now pushing in en masse over to Blackstar, and even Hunter Killer now. It's all about focus fire at this point. There we go.
Japo getting focused fired as well. Blackstar going soon down as well. But made from north, Win losing a lot of hit points during this push.
Yeah, they're a little bit slow in getting the tanks out here at the moment. Immortals are now regrouping, and Made from North is now out of the game as well. The gun advantage is with Immortals, and that could be really crucial now. Rambo really needs to land that shell onto Blackstar. He can't bounce that one. Great shell. It's a low roll, I think. And Blackstar high roll into Rambo, and Agile Hippo is now dead. This is going to Immo, actually.
Yeah. While Win has really got that cap advantage, didn't make good usement of it while they pushed in. I would have said that it was better if Win really played this game a little bit more passively. But they decided not to, and they lost it because of that, to be honest.
Well, what I'm saying here is that when Kuma just misses that shell completely, Win just wasn't quick enough at getting the tanks up. I mean, I think they were sensing an opportunity that Immortals are quite spread out and isolated, but they couldn't get the low hit point 2 targets out quickly. And I think that came back and haunted them really badly. And also them unable to get those tanks out, make it appear that Win's focus fire is off in this one. And I think a combination of these factors meant that Immortals were able to regroup nicely, and they got this win in the end. And that was another close match in the end. It could have gone either way, to be honest.
True that.
It's now 2-1 for Immortals, a match point to Immortals, and Win on the cusp of getting eliminated from this tournament. Oh, but we have to see the results of other matches, though, because that could decide the tiebreaker rule. We don't know about this at the moment. Immortals versus Win. This is going to get really exciting now. And there we go. Both teams bow one. It's a bit of hesitation with the tanks. Now it's ready. Not sure if both teams are ready. Hopefully that's the case. And we'll go back to the second match on Yukon.
Let's go. Wait.
Oh.
You gotta help me. Did I swap spawns?
Wait. Win was I forgot actually. Let me just check the chat. Did we? I'm not sure actually. Did we swap spawns? Was Immortals on the north side? I can't remember. Immortals actually was not on the north spawn. It was actually Win that was on the north spawn. So I think you were fine. You're good to go.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Had to double check it though.
Right. Yeah, you're good. You're good. There we go. Immortals versus Win this time. Right spawns, no need to exit the room, so on. There we go. Immortals this time going mostly to A and B and Win as well. But, again, Turtle from North, loads of responsibility getting the information, but is he going to be as lucky as last time though? Again, quite lucky. The misses from both Micro and Kitsune meant that he will get out of this unscathed, even put a shot onto Kitsune. But I mean, let's see, Immortals looking to pressure on to C. And Win also pushing as well. This is going to descend into anarchy. Oh dear, Rambo is in deep trouble.
Rambo really getting fucked here.
Language.
Really getting ripped off here.
Yeah, it's going to go down first and Win the focus fire. That needs to be on point, and they're trying to get Bow 1 and completely ignoring Hunter for now.
Hunter Kelly just cruising around all the tanks from Win.
Yeah, Turtle is dead. On the other side, 2 versus 1, and Win is losing a lot of hit points at the moment.
Immo right now having a 1000 hit point advantage. Maybe Win still managed to get this around, but they should get their focus fire right up.
Yeah, Immortals really making it hard for Win actually, and Hunter's now down to 1 shot now, and Win only 4 tanks alive with Immortal 6. This is going to be a tough hill for them to climb. Hunter's now dead, and Agile is looking to get Chiappo. Nope, it's going to be Kuma getting Chiappo out actually here. Agile needs to land a shot onto Sticky, and he does. And Michael will take out Agile. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Not over yet. There is still a chance. The double 113's DPM could come into play here, but I don't think getting the Sheridan would be a good call because the probability will be important.
Oh my god, Platoon missing the shot.
No! Tompy has to bounce this one, can't. He will be taken out by Micro. Tilly and Cuba, can they be the heroes of this match? Ooh, big shots. Tilly can't fluff this one. No, he won't. Well, this is actually really close. Blackstar needs to take out Tilly.
Ooh.
Oh, he does, he does.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so close.
This is really close. Oh dear.
Kitsune should just make sure to not die here.
Oh, great
he
shot.
Lands a shot as well.
Yeah, I think this is over. Win tries really hard to pull this back. There was a chance, but Mortis simply could not let this through. He's still trying his best though.
He's running away like for his life.
Oh,
Nice.
it's going to be Immortals as well. Well done, Immortals. 3-1. That was so intense. So intense. But I have to say, Win's focus fire. Or actually not the focus fire per se, the target priority. I think they were looking for the far targets, and that meant that there are a couple of seconds there where they weren't shooting anything. And I think that costed the efficiency, and Immortals were simply able to put more shots in. And in the end, Immortals prevailed, but almost came undone by Win's double 1-3. So they were very instrumental. They almost got them the win. But it was a little bit too much for Win to handle in the end. I mean, the numerical disadvantage they had at one point was simply too much for them. But you can admire the valiant effort that Win puts in at this one. But is it going to be the end of the road for Win? We still have to wait for other results to come in though. So we'll have to wait and see for now. What do you think?
I think this was a very interesting game. It was so close, but still, Win really tried their best. But sadly, they just couldn't manage the last minutes of the games. And yeah, I feel like they were very close to each other, and they both tried their best. They both had their good points, their bad points. I do have to add though that RNG really played a big role in this game.
Potentially, yeah. Right. So we have some results coming in. APA won Zenith 3-0. And Endgame 3-0 against SPRTA meant that Endgame is definitely going to be finishing in the top 2 with this kind of result we're seeing here. So we're now going to wait for Serenity versus Veil, Quick versus Pink, and Raid versus Jokes. And with this, we can safely say that Zenith is knocked out of the tournament with only 1 set win. And that was a really good win against Immortals 3-2. But I hope they will go away of this tournament with some amazing games and some good experience. And we will see. Immortals currently ahead of APA. Because they've won against APA, No, APA won against Immortals, so they have to bank on Serenity winning against Veil. And if Veil loses, then that means, according to the tiebreaker, Win won against Veil. So Win will be through to the 4th place. And I think Win will now be watching who is streaming Veil versus Serenity. That was going to be streamed by N90, so they will head over to the N90 stream and follow those results now. They're going to hope that Serenity is going to win against Veil. But Veil is not going to make it easy for Serenity by any means. So this is going to be the game, the decider of tonight and endgame.
Gonna be an exciting game.
Yep.
Really looking forward to it.
Yep. Alright. So you posted a screenshot, so we have 3 more rounds, 3 more games to see, 3 more games to find the results of. So, well, so that was really tough. It was a really exciting night tonight. Immortals at the moment could still finish 3rd place if Serenity wins, because Serenity they are on 3 set wins, but they are not on they're on 3 set wins, but they haven't they're still playing. So if Serenity wins, then AB will be ahead of Immortals by right, okay, so yep. So hopefully that wasn't too bad for you. Thank you for hosting the rooms, Mike. It has been a pleasure.
No problem.
Yeah, hopefully that won't confuse you too much about what happened in the last round. I know that was very confusing. And
yeah.
But we got there in the end. It was sorted. It was done and dusted. So don't worry.
It's all good.
You've done a good job.
Wait, you've stopped the stream?
I haven't stopped the stream yet. I'm still waiting for the resets of those 3 games. But I mean, for now,
guys.
those are still watching. I think Serenity versus Veil games are still playing, so you go ahead and watch them. And I think it could go down to the wire, and then Jokes versus Raid, that could also go down to the wire, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's streamed at the moment. I can actually go and have a brief look. I actually don't want to barge into those streams, however. So we only have to wait. We could only wait. And Quick versus Pink, it's still playing as well. Quick had a better night tonight, but not sure it's going to give them. But it's not going to be enough, however. But they could still spoil Pink's party by winning against Pink, which meant that Pink would be down. Would be out by the tiebreaker against Jokes, because Jokes won against Pink. So if Quick is able to spoil the party, then we're going to be seeing Endgame and Jokes as the top 2, and Ray and Pink and Raid as the last chance tournament qualifiers, and no one's safe in top 4 yet. So it's all about Serenity versus Veil right now. So there's still lots of movement that could still happen at this moment in time. But once again, I just have to repeat that if Serenity wins, then the top 2 would be Serenity and APA. Immortals and Win would be the last chance tournament qualifiers. If Veil wins, then it will be Immortals and Immortals at least in the top 2. Serenity, depending on how many matches they've won against APA, and then it will be whichever team that is going to be a 3rd, and also Veil in the last chance tournament qualifiers. And yeah, no one will be happy about about finishing 5th tonight. They've all worked so hard, and I can feel for them if they finish at the 5th place. And we have results. Jokes won against Raid 3-2. Oh no. This means, if I refresh the table, Jokes and Pink, it's still possible Jokes will be out of top 2. It all depends on Pink. Because if Pink wins, then they will have 13 match wins, but their point difference, they lost fewer matches, so they will be ahead of Jokes. We will see. But oh, we also we don't have that yet. Oh, we have it already. Oh, quick! Surprise, surprise! Wins against Pink. Whoa.
Interesting.
That quick really spoiled the party here, but it will not be enough for them to break into top 4, meaning Pink, despite winning endgame tonight, the previous night, will be participating in the last chance tournament. Wow. I feel so sorry for Quick. They've worked really hard. They've won 2 sets, some famous victories against Sparta and Pink tonight. But Pink had a tough night here. They lost against Quick, and they lost against Jokes. Meant that they weren't able to secure a top 2 finish, and they will be playing tomorrow. And Serenity versus Veil hasn't finished yet. We're waiting for that.
I just wanted to say, we're waiting for this very exciting game. Sanity and Phil, very good teams, both of them. So I'm very wondering what the outcome of this game will be.
Yes, loads to call. I mean, there is still a lot at stake, I have to say. But congratulations to Jokes. They are automatically qualified to Stage 3. After finishing first in the wildcard tournament, actually. So, wasn't what we expected, to be honest, but really great games from them at this stage. 4 set wins. They only lost to Endgame in their group, and that was an achievement. And that means Jokes is a team that you don't want to underestimate in the upcoming autumn season. Jokes definitely will be looking for a top 8, and I can say that with confidence. They will be looking for that top 8, convert to top 8. Wow, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, I see Nightforce typing, so I feel like Phil won by 3-2.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear.
This is very important.
Oh my god!
What makes this be?
Veil, with that victory against Serenity, will get the 2nd place.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh, you have to. Oh my god, this is. Veil will get the 2nd place here. Immortals will qualify as the 1st place. Win sadly will have to say goodbye. Really great games here. I have to emphasize they played really well in stage 1. Really sad to see them out at this stage. Serenity and APA will qualify to the last chance tournament, and there could only be 2 teams left in stage 3. 2 more teams to go, but we have 3 pot 1 teams that are going to be playing in the last chance tournament. They are Serenity, APA, Pink, and Raid. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. I don't think anyone expected this to happen. Not even me.
Huge.
This is huge. This is really huge. Oh dear. Oh lord. That. we were Serenity was very confident in their wins against Zenith, and then we have them losing against Veil 2-3. Oh my lord. Not sure what happened there, but yeah. Congratulations to Immortals and Veil for qualifying, and Endgame and Jokes for qualifying to Stage 3. And they will have a break for tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be Serenity APA, Pink and Raid in Stage 2. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good day, and hope everyone has a good day.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one, and like and subscribe.
Thank you very much, and also donate to the Blitz Premier Cup. We have the links in the description, and we really need your help because we still have a long way to reach the goal. So hopefully we get some donations in the next few days. And thank you very much. And it's going to be me signing out. And thank you, Mike, for joining me as a co-commentator. And
no problem. Good evening, guys.
goodbye.